Good morning, everyone. Let me turn off my phone. I was coming on just to let you know what's going on. Apparently, the Sheila Harris, a former Bad Club Girls star, was killed in Virginia Beach on Friday. She was one of two people shot in a shooting there. She was 29 years old, and she appeared on the Bad Girls Club in 2017. She was a bystander in this shooting. So it just goes to show you that, people going about their everyday lives and, it's nothing. These people don't care about pulling a gun or shooting or doing anything anymore. Also, I wanted to discuss the updates as far as Ahmad Alisa is concerned in the Boulder, Colorado shootings. It appears that he was on the FBI's watch list for non-association with another suspect. It was stated in when he was in high school, and he was arrested in 2018 for assaulting another student. We have to remember, and now his attorney, he had a court appearance on Thursday morning. His attorney is claiming mental health. His brother says he was very antisocial. His sister-in-law states that she saw him playing with the gun. So all of this is very strange to me that you see all of this is going on and nobody's saying anything. No one's trying to get him help. Don't know what happened, why the FBI didn't pick him up when they were supposed to. In my opinion, this could have been avoided. Um, we have to remember the victims here. We have an 11-year veteran of the Boulder Police Department who was Eric Talley. Eric had 7 kids. Youngest child was 7. His oldest child was 20. And they said he was a devoted father. They're calling him a hero. I mean, he ran head first into the shooting. Um, the Boulder Police Department was his second career. He worked at Cloud Communications, and he joined Boulder Police Department in his 40s. Um, all of his kids want to be policemen, and I think that's a tribute to their father. Now, whether this was new or this is something that they always wanted to do, not sure. We have Rikki O's, who's her family says she brought life to the family. She was 25 years old and she was a front end manager at the King Supers Market grocery store, which is a part of the Kroger brand. Um, she's also described as she was strong, independent woman who enjoyed hiking and camping. We have Lynn Murray, who's a former magazine photo director. She was 62. She was at the grocery store on Monday filling an Instacart order. Again, people are going about their normal everyday business. No idea that this was their last day. They were going to be here. And this chokes me up because I keep reading this and it's just sad. We have Tralona Bartkowiak, and I hope I'm pronouncing their names correctly. 49. She managed a shop in Boulder that sold yoga and festival clothing. Okay, her brother describes her as uh, she was the eldest of 4 close knit California born siblings, and she was an amazing person, and she was a beam of light. This is what her brother described her as. We have Teri Leakey, who's a longtime grocery employee there. Teri Leakey was 51. She had worked for King Supers for about 30 years. 30 years. This woman had been at this supermarket. Um, we have Kevin Mahoney, who was 61. He was formerly the chief operating officer for Stonebridge Companies, a hotel development and hospitality management company. He was a grandfather. He had just become a grandfather. His daughter Erica stated she was heartbroken that she had to announce that her dad, my hero, was killed in King Supers Market. She was grateful that he was able to walk her down the aisle last summer, and she's now pregnant. This is just so sad. It is so sad. Danny Stong, a grocery worker. He was an avid hunter. They said he was an avid hunter, dirt bike rider. He had dreamed of becoming a pilot one day. We have Suzanne Fountain, who was a dedicated gardener. She was 59 years old. She would give her neighbors lettuce, basil, tomatoes, just pass it over the fence at her house. She had lived in our house for more than 20 years, and she had a son named Nathaniel living there. My son's name is Nathan, not Nathaniel. It's just, she was an actress in the early 1990s. Oh my goodness. Neven Stanisic. Um, he was the son of a former refugee. 23. He was there fixing the Starbucks coffee machine. Again, doing their regular everyday things, just going about their business, not knowing that this was going to happen. Judy Waters. She was 65. She owned a clothing store in Boulder, and she for more than 23 years. She was a mother and a grandmother, and her family said had a unique ability to connect with people. Oh my goodness, these people. I'm reading this, and this is just some of the tributes that are being given to them. Um, on Thursday, as I said, that Ahmed went before the court. Um, he is being evaluated for mental illness. And this came 6 days after the mass shooting that was in Atlanta. We go about our normal lives, don't know what's going to happen. I like when I go on Dear Yvette's show. I love her hashtag, be a good human. You don't know what anybody's going through, but the fact that the sister-in-law and the brother said he was antisocial, the sister-in-law said that she saw him playing with guns. So it's, when do you intervene? When do you know when to intervene? But Boulder, Colorado outfitted all of their patrol cars with the decal, that says always in our hearts. And they honored all 10 victims. And it's just, oh my God, this is so sad. And I'm reading this, and I really didn't want to come live. So I wanted to do a pre-recorded video. Also on Wednesday, they observe a 10 minutes of silence at their homes. They want to do a mass gathering. So, everybody was there. They did a parade. Well, it's not a parade. They honored the cop. They had candlelight vigils. They said this took place in 58 minutes. It was 58 minutes of total terror in that store. Um, Against this, oh, this happened. Uh, this is, it's just sad, very sad. Smith says that, that they heard the crunch of frozen eggs. 11 minutes later, Smith had just made a coffee for a friend and co-worker, Denny Strong. He was walking out when he heard the first shots. Um, he heard the shots, and he was going to bring Denny his coffee. He never would see him again. So this is how things transpired that day. Um, 70 people. Colorado was the worst since the gunman. Yes, there was a gunman killed 12 and injured 70 in Aurora movie theater. I don't know if you guys remember this. This was in 2012. So, and then I was reading another article this week where, and I'm not mistaken, it could have been Atlanta again. I'm not sure, but someone was in a dressing room and in the restroom, and the man walked out and said he sounded like what somebody heard, like somebody was loading guns. Well, they alerted the police. They got there and they found that this man had, um, I think it was 6 or 7 weapons on him. So I guess he was going to go and do the same thing. It's just crazy. This happened. The shooting in Boulder was on March 22nd, and out of nowhere, Ahmed, he graduated high school, um, and he mental illness. People take that lightly. I think everyone, all of us, you know, sometime or another in our life have had issues. I know I did. I know I went and I spoke with a therapist. Sometimes I still go to a therapist, especially with everything that was happening this year. I have virtual sessions. I have a mother and father that are not in the best health. Um, in June, my dad had major surgery, couldn't be there in New Orleans with him when he was going through all of this. So, this all takes um a mental toll. And they said that he had purchased a semi automatic pistol, which he had turned into that AR-15. So this man, um, he just he just stepped off the sidewalk and went in there and just started firing into a grocery store. You know, it's just sad. So Ahmad is 21. He is the suspect. Well, he was shot in the leg during this conference, but he's not a suspect because he's in custody. Um, he purchased a Ruger AR 5.56 pistol, which he turned into an AR-15. Um, and they said they don't ever think that he ever fired a 9mm before. So it doesn't matter. He walked in the store. He gunned down 10 innocent people. I want you to keep the family members of all the victims in your prayers. I'm not saying to pray for Ahmad, but everybody deserves prayers, but his family members are as well. They are also victims in this shooting. Um, it's just, mm, you know, it's just sad. I just want everybody. So another lady was injured. Her name, they're not giving her full name, but she was injured. She ran out the store and she was trying to lock the doors to keep people from coming in. She was another worker there. So I'm going to be following up with this. 10 lives, 10 lives lost. For what? We don't know. He's being evaluated. He appeared before the judge on Thursday. So I'm going to keep track of this. I appreciate everyone here. Also, just wanted to do a reminder that on Monday, I am going to hold a panel. Monday is the first day that David Chauvin's trial starts for the murder of George Floyd. We have a good panel to do a discussion. I have Mina that's been doing a lot of research with me, and as she says, that this is the trial that's going to change policing forever. So, everybody has opinions. The only thing I ask when you're in chat is that you be respectful of others. Not everyone's going to agree with you, but here, let people say what they have to say. Not everybody's going to agree. I've had a conversation with a few people that have different opinions about this case, and I listen. I understand where they're coming from, but in the end, the man was David Chauvin was charged with 3 counts. He has second-degree murder, second-degree manslaughter, and third-degree murder. So, and then the other 3 officers will be tried in August. So, depending on what happens at this trial, if he's acquitted, it's going to make it hard to prove the case against the other 3 officers. We just want justice. We want justice for the families. This is something that everybody is going to take notice. I am just hoping and praying that the evidence is there. I hope the prosecution team does a good job, because the protesting that we saw when this happened, um, in May, and the rioting we saw that happened behind the murder of George Floyd, if people don't feel that they are given justice for this injustice, I think it's going to be a whole lot worse than what we saw in May. And I'm not saying protesting is bad, because that is your constitutional right to protest. It's the rioting, it's the looting that has nothing to do with the cause. So, guys, just bear with us. On Tuesday, I also have Emily Liebert here. She's the ghostwriter for Marge, for the Real Housewives of New Jersey. She will be with me at 5 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. We're going to discuss her book, which I ordered and is not here yet. It's called Perfectly Famous. Also, we have on next Monday, we're going to have Dr. Ivy, Dr. Sasha, Dr. Melanie is going to be here. We're going to have Medical Mondays. Ask the doctor whatever questions you have. Feel free to put them in the chat, or you can come up, ask the doctors themselves, and let's just have, let's have a good day. I'm going to steal Deary Vet's hashtag again, be a good human. So, there's too much going on in this world for us to have so much animosity towards each other. So, again, I want to thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all the support that I've been given. And I will see you tomorrow. Matter of fact, tonight is going to be the season finale of 90 Day Fiance. Not sure. I might come back tonight or I might do it early tomorrow. But again, thank you guys for all your support, and I really appreciate it. Have a great day.